guys, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like tonight's episode took me by surprise. I was not expecting it to go the way it did with the whole Ronnie and Jess and Harriet situation. I did not expect it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know what it is? From the start of the triangle, right? I felt to myself, Ronnie wanted Harriet more than he wanted Jess. But when he kept dropping these little hints at Jess, and he kept saying little things like, what that's for picking Sean, and like because he was upset that she had picked Sean over him, I thought to myself, well, maybe he wanted Jess more. And I was actually saying in my last video that I feel like once he finds out that the door is open with Jess still, he would dump Harriet. But this is not the case. Ronnie has surprised me. Has Ronnie changed? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he has changed. But, I think that's too far, going too far now. But I'm actually quite surprised. He basically was very polite how he pied Jess, because he literally pied her, but he was so polite with it, saying to her, I feel like you deserve better. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When a guy starts telling you, oh, I think you deserve better, honey, that boy don't want you. That boy don't want you. When you start hearing them saying, oh, you can do better than me, you deserve better, please. And you could hear a little bit of desperation coming from her, even though she's trying to hold it back, saying, well, this is not for you to decide. So I'm saying, honey, let's not settle now. If this guy says that you deserve better than him, do not settle for him, okay? Do not do that, okay? But I think that was a little bit of desperation, like, rising to the forefront for a little bit there. But I think I'm just so surprised, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And Jess has been sneaky with it, because Jess went back, and obviously I could tell she's embarrassed, maybe. She went back, and when she's talking with the girls and Harriet's there, and she brings up the fact that he said, had you chosen me instead of Sean, things would have been different. Now, we don't see where he went into details, but then again, like I said, we only see a little snippet of it, right? But the fact that he basically said to her, like, I don't feel the same anymore. That was then, and I don't feel the same anymore. And she didn't even say this to Harriet. She's basically just said to Harriet, he said that if I had chosen him, he would have put all his energy into me. And that's would have been it. That's not important anymore, baby girl, because he just said to you, that was then. Now he wants to focus on Harriet. Now he doesn't feel any way about you like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was a bit sneaky of Jess, and I feel like she deceived the girls. It was very bad. That's deceit, girl. That's deceit, and I can understand why she did it, because obviously it's like, it's that rejection, isn't it? And you're accepting, and the thing is, a rejection, right? When you're rejected, you have to first accept the rejection, right? Before you can actually let people know you're rejected, because rejection is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? It's painful. It will make you feel like you want somebody, you don't even like them. But you being rejected will make you feel like you have all these feelings that would never there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually surprised at Ronnie. And wow, I feel like tomorrow is gonna have like a bit of a clash, because I feel like Harriet being Harriet's gonna go and light up her mouth on Ronnie, right? And Ronnie's gonna say, listen, I did say to you, I don't feel that way. And I feel like that could lead to further embarrassment for Jess. But let's see what happens tomorrow, guys. Let's see what happens. But by the way, guys, because I haven't said it yet, but you guys know the drill. If you haven't liked the video so far, because I'm like 4 minutes into the video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you. Please subscribe. If you're a first-time viewer, subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. Guys, before I go any further in the review, I just want to clear something up, because somebody commented on one of my video, I think it was my last night video, and said that they made a comment saying not you using Nicole's thumbnail. And I just want to clarify, when I put my thumbnails on my videos and when I do my videos, I put a lot of work in my videos and a lot of work in my thumbnail, and the amount of stress that I go through to make my thumbnails, the amount of screenshot that I go through to go onto the Love Island, right? A Love Island YouTube page, and when they have those little videos, I screenshot and I snap and I snip it. Now, last night my video said dumped, right? And it had Tiffany, Ronnie, and Omar on there. Now, I put too much work into my thumbnail for somebody to say that I've used somebody else's thumbnail. So I just wanted to clarify that, because I did not like that at all. I'm not coming for you, baby, but I had to put that out there because that really, really did annoy me quite a lot. Because not my phone, like, backing up with loads of screenshots because I'm running out of memory and I have to delete every time I'm trying to do my video. You know what I'm saying? I have to go through this every single time. Like, when I finish this video, the amount of screenshot I'm going to have to do to make my thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, guys, before I go any further, when I finish watching my Love Island, because I've just literally just watched it, the recap of it now because I finished work late. When I finish watching my Love Island, yeah, immediately after I start my video, I don't talk to nobody else because I don't want to be influenced with anybody's reaction or whatever on the video. I don't watch the reviews of other people's right now. I used to back in the days. I don't anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do love Nicole and I love her videos and stuff like that. I haven't watched any of her video in quite some time, but for that person to say that, it really, really did it really did annoy me because I put too much work into my video, guys. Too much work. You know what I'm saying, into that. And I don't know, because I actually went over to Nicole to look to see whether, you know, we had the same thing. We don't necessarily have the same thing. Yes, I have Umar and Tiffany on her, but I think she got like on mine, and I think she got like Joey, and I have Ronnie. And I'm guessing maybe the person is saying dumped, but my reason for putting dumped on my video is that Tiffany dumped Ronnie, which is why Ronnie's on that thumbnail, and then both Omar and Tiffany got dumped. So obviously I'm gonna put dumped, okay? I never saw anybody else put no dump. I never go look for any other videos, because when I put my reviews out, I don't go check. I don't go check to see what other people do in their reviews. It's none of my business. I put my video and then I go to my bed. I just wanted to say that. But anyways, sorry guys for the rant in between the video. So now, as I'm ranting, Nicole and what's her name? Nicole and Kieran seem to be arguing quite a lot these days. I don't know why. Here's the thing. My thing is, right, if you ask somebody their body count, be prepared to hear the answer. If you don't want to hear the answer, do not ask the question. For me, I don't like when people ask me my body count. I'm just like, why? Why? My body count is 1, because I only got 1 body, first of all. I only got 1 body, so my body count is 1, right? But obviously, Nicole asked Kieran, what's your body count? And he said roughly about 120. That is a lot for somebody so young. I get it. And I get where her point, where she's coming from. But at the end of the day, what does his body count has to do with him and her right there in this moment? Do you know what I'm saying? He was single. He's allowed to sleep with as much people as he wants to sleep with, regardless of whether you think it's nasty or not. His ding dong, right? And he's putting it into somebody's ping pong, you know. And if it's consensual, like, what's the problem? There's no issue. I get it that it might seem nasty because it's a lot of people in a short amount of time. But at the end of the day, he was single. Let him do what he wants to do. Don't ask a question if you don't want to hear it. That's it. She was getting a little bit annoying for me because I feel like it was just too much. It was just like little bickering from the last night thing where she was upset about the game and they were going back and forth, only for her to admit that it was blown out of proportion. And I'm just like, now that and then this, I'm just like, girl, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, if it's so important for you, for your person that you're with, body count to be so low, right? Then break up. Just leave it. Just find somebody else in the villa. That's how I look at it. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being like, you know, but I get it. I get it's a lot of body counts. But at the end of the day, they're already there. It's already happened. What do you want him to do now? Because there's nothing he can do now. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, so Grace is a little attention-seeking little brute, you know, that girl there. So Grace goes to Connor and tell him, go for what you want. You know, I know it's hard to be a bombshell, but da-da-da-da. And I get it. Maybe she was advising him from a standpoint, from a bombshell viewpoint, because she was a bombshell herself. And that's what she was saying in the end. But I feel like how Grace is sometimes, I feel like Grace it's not that I'm saying that she's into Connor, but I feel like Grace has this kind of behavior pattern where I feel like she might try to get the attention of the other guys just so they have just so they pay attention to her and for her to say, "Oh, I'm not interested." I feel like it's an attention seeking thing. I feel like she needs to be validated. That's what I think. Comment down below, let me know what you think, because I'm just thinking she's going to say, "Well, I didn't know he was going to pick me." You told him pick who he wants to pick. You asked him who he's interested in. He told you. This is before he picked. So why are we acting surprised? It was either going to be you or Uma. Why are we acting surprised? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's the same thing that she did with Omar's situation. Made it look like Omar wanted her more than Omar actually wanted her, to make a big deal of it. Nearly caused a blow up between him and Joey. And now she tells Connor, go out there, just pick who you want to pick. Do you know what I'm saying? At that moment, she should have said, when he said to her, I'm into you, she should have said at that moment, well, don't waste your time now, because I want Joey, nothing but Joey, so help me Joey. Like, she should have said that, but she never said that. She had that door open. So I feel like she's playing some kind of games here. Like, it must be the attention, man, because I don't understand. Either that or she's trying to secretly run away from Joey. I don't know. But she did say to him, like, obviously, like, we're not closed off. We're not using that word, but we're basically closed off. But you did tell him that you weren't closed off originally, right? And he told you he fancied you, and you didn't shut it down within that point. But now, because he chose you, you're trying to act all sad like, oh, I'm just a little bit shocked, that's all. Girl, bye. But anyways, guys, so Sean and Matilda had their first kiss today, right? And Sean, being extra and being so smitten with Matilda, he felt the need to basically sing it from the balcony to tell everyone, guys, I had my first kiss. Now, he's so excited. He seems over keen. And I don't know yet how she felt about the kiss. Because if she don't like the kiss, it might not go anywhere. So we're going to wait to see the feedback that she gives to the girls. Although I feel like if she didn't like the kiss, she probably wouldn't tell anyone. Not just yet. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing with Matilda. I don't trust Matilda yet. I still feel like Matilda, I still feel like she doesn't really, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's genuine. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't want to judge her or misjudge her, but I just feel like if somebody else comes in, Matilda's gone, I don't feel like she's as into him. And I feel like his overly keen behavior will end up putting her off, because let's face it, girls don't like guys that's too keen, like overly keen and all that kind of stuff. When they come across needy or too possessive, we don't like it. I mean, we like possessive, but you know what I mean. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just don't feel like I can trust her and her motives when it comes to Sean yet. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, guys, one thing I'm going to say, you know, hey, Love Island producers, they're messy. They're messy, messy, messy. Look how, right as the girls were talking and Jess was saying to Harriet that, you know, I would have picked Ronnie had I gone first, right? And then she's like, oh, I'm going to pull him for a chat. Right there and then, the producers sent them on a date. Sent a text in, sending Harriet and Ronnie on their first date. And obviously, during the first date, Ronnie is like acting serious. He's apologized for the way that he treated Harriet. And I'm glad that he did, because he did owe her an apology. Because the way that he behaved, you know what I'm saying? But he's now saying that he's a changed man. He's turning a new leaf and he wants to focus on Harriet. And I feel like, here's the thing. Maybe somebody else comes in, he might want to get to know them. But I feel like by him shutting down the Jess situation, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for you, Runner Boy. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he said no more triangles and he literally just shut it down, even though it would appear like they're in a triangle to Harriet, because that's the kind of picture that Jess incorrectly painted to the girl them. But there is no triangle currently. And I'm actually quite surprised, because I really thought that it was going to go down another triangle. I was thinking to myself, I even wrote a little bit to put in my description. You know what I'm saying? triangle again or something. The Ronnie and whatever triangle. I was ready to write that. You know what I'm saying? But he surprised me. He surprised me. So let's see how that works out. But I just feel like it's going to be an explosive episode tomorrow when the truth actually comes out with the whole Jess situation, because Jess kind of did lie. I don't want to say she lied, but she lied. She tell a lie, yes, man, because she make it look like the man still want her, but him no want her no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's not good. That's not nice. And I feel like, you know what, Harriet is upset because Harriet said, you know what, they just had their date and Jess chose at that moment to go and talk to Ronnie, and she chose at that moment to tell her all these things, and there's no girl code and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing, there's never going to be a good relationship between what's her name, Jess and Harriet, because there's always going to be bad blood because of the whole Ronnie situation. Now even worse because Ronnie literally pied Jess. So that's got to hurt. I'm telling you this right now, that's got to hurt. So their relationship, the relationship between Harriet and Jess, is just never gonna be a proper amicable one. I feel like it's always gonna be bad vibes. Let's hope they can like get on in the villa just for the sake of getting on, but I feel like there's always gonna be bad vibes. But anyways, guys, I think that's it. Nothing much happened in today's episode apart from that I've just mentioned and talked about. Nothing else worth talking about anyways, to be honest with you. I will say though, the recoupling with Matilda and Sean doesn't hit the way that it could have. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Omar was still in there, it would have been different. I feel like it would have hit differently. Now it's just like, meh. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna pick Sean. Who else is she gonna pick? Do you know what I'm saying? But if she had Omar there, then it would have like keep us in like a bit of suspense. But it didn't work. Do you know what I'm saying? And for Connor, I kind of feel bad for Connor because I feel like I have not seen him like really connecting with anybody in there. Do you see what I'm saying? And he's a gorgeous looking boy. So I'm like, I don't understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't trust Grace, you know, because here's my thing. If Omar was somebody she would have gone for, and to me, Connor is a lot better looking than Omar as well. So Omar's got a banging body though, not gonna lie. But, and he comes from my ends, you know what I mean? It comes from my ends. But, if Omar is her type, Connor might be her type. I just don't trust Grace. I just feel like she basically tried to get him to pick her only to act like she don't want him. I don't know. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to wrap it up because right now it's late. Guys, this video is going to be so late. I might fall asleep editing this video. I know what I'm like. You know what I'm saying? But I left work so late. So darn late. Do you know what I mean? I didn't end up like watching this like until about like, I don't know what time you're going to see this, but I actually end up watching this about almost 11:30 almost. So I'm just going to quick edit it and try and put it up as soon as I can. But anyways, I'm going to try and screenshot to make my thumbnail them. So please do not come and talk about how I use somebody's thumbnail, because the work I put into my thumbnails, guys, that one is sore, you know, I'm not going to lie. Babe, but I forgive you. I forgive you, T. I forgive you. And have you subscribed? If you subscribe, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you if you subscribe, okay? But anyways, guys, that's it for today's review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy, delicious.